The Dodgers are entering crunch time. Trade rumors are heating up as injuries begin to mount across the roster. With late-season deadlines looming, insiders believe the front office is targeting top closer Jhoan Durán, and one name keeps coming up as trade bait, a promising star prospect from the farm system. Could Los Angeles part with a future star to secure the bullpen's final piece? The risk is real, losing young talent in exchange for immediate payoff. But with playoff hopes at stake, bold decisions loom. Will the Dodgers double down to push through? Or pay the price with their youth pipeline? Fans and analysts are bracing for a blockbuster move because this one could define the season. The Los Angeles Dodgers find themselves at a pivotal crossroads tonight. What started as a promising season has taken a dramatic turn. A wave of injuries has hit the rotation and bullpen, shaking the roster to its core, and suddenly trade rumors that once seemed distant are intensifying. With eyes on the future and urgency to win now, the Dodgers may be facing a tough choice. Could a top-tier prospect be the cost to land elite reliever Jhoan Durán from Minnesota? The fanbase is buzzing. The trade chatter is loud. Let's break it all down. It starts with the injuries. The Dodgers once boasted one of the deepest staffs in baseball, anchored by Yamamoto, Buehler, and Kershaw, with a lockdown bullpen always ready to seal the deal. Today, that depth is shattered. Yamamoto has struggled with shoulder tightness. Bobby Miller has been inconsistent. Walker Buehler is still ramping back up, and even the bullpen's young arms have shown fatigue. When late leads slipped away again last night, the alarm bells started to ring. If this group isn't stabilized before October, what happens to their World Series hopes? Enter Jhoan Durán, the Minnesota Twins flamethrowing closer with a triple-digit fastball and high strikeout profile. Now in his prime, he's got all the tools to lock down the back end of any bullpen. No wonder Dodgers insiders are openly floating his name as a deadline target. But it wouldn't come cheap. Here's where the real pressure cooker turns up. Rumors suggest Minnesota is shopping their top closer harder than usual. They're open to moving him if they get the right return, and the Dodgers might be ready to offer one of their most coveted commodities, Jhoan, the ultra-polish, high-floor pitching prospect who's been dominating AAA all season. With a plus fastball, a wipeout slider, and control that belies his age, Jhoan is seen as the next big thing in LA's farm system. He's the kind of arm you'd want protecting Game 7 leads in 5 years. So why trade him now? It all comes down to two things: time and value. The Dodgers aren't looking 5 years out, they're playing for now. With their core still capable, but aging, and a limited path to winning big before contracts start drying up, this season feels like one last real shot. Thus, MLB insiders are saying the front office is weighing that future value to bring in a proven closer immediately. A true win-now move. That's not something Dodgers fans take lightly. This is the same team that built its dynasty by hoarding pitching prospects. To give up someone like Jhoan now goes against everything Dodgers FC stands for. But the desperation is real. We have to ask, can a single reliever make the difference between going deep and crumbling under postseason pressure? Here's how the trade package might look: Jhoan, a mid-level performer like Gavin Stone or Bobby Miller, and possibly a future pick thrown in to sweeten the deal. In return, the Dodgers get Jhoan Durán, immediate impact, a lockdown late-inning arm, and a psychological boost for a team that's been funneling run protection all season long. Some fan voices are already split. One Twitter user said, "Don't you dare. Jhoan is the future. You can't trade your future for a rental." Another countered with, "You don't go 20 years between rings dreaming about prospects, you make the deal and go for it now." The question becomes, does the rental count long term? Duran is under contract for 2 more years with a modest option in 2027, meaning this is more than a one-team rental. Its potential 2 postseason utility a game change if he can maintain that gas. If so, that makes the price tag, while steep, not totally unreasonable. The Dodgers' medical team and analytics department have likely evaluated the health of their internal arms. If they feel comfortable with aging veterans or younger bullpen add-ons to fill the gap beyond Duran, then this trade makes sense, but there are major risks. What if Jhoan becomes a cyclical ace? Or if Duran now falters under Dodger pressure? Despite all of this, the front office seems willing to explore not recklessly, but strategically. General Manager Brandon Gomez has reportedly told sources he won't give up the farm, but he's open to selective top-tier trades to bolster key vulnerabilities. This aligns with the Dodgers' long-standing culture. They protect the franchise, but they still go all in when they believe it's worth it. The Twins' finances add another layer to the equation. They're entering a rebuilding phase, and clearing payroll and shifting strategies could make them willing to deal quickly for control and upside. On LA's side, that could give them leverage. They're not just buying, they're making a fair and balanced offer that benefits both sides. As for Jhoan, he's been outstanding in AAA's sub-2.50 ERA, an impressive strikeout-to-walk ratio, and consistent 96-99 mph velocity. Pitch trackers love his swing and miss profile. He arrives in LA with serious buzz. He's seen as not just another arm, but potentially a staff centerpiece. Trading him would feel like a gut punch. But Duran brings back relief stability. The ability to call upon a lockdown closer in 7th and 8th innings to shut games on the line could be priceless in October. The Dodgers have been burned too many times when their pen falters. No longer filling shoes, but sealing them. That change could be the difference between winning and losing it all. Dodger beat writers have already begun shift tone. None are guaranteeing a deal, but the tone from inside the organization is shifting more bullish than we've seen this trade season. Names are leaked. Talks are ongoing. But no deal has surfaced publicly yet. The trade deadline looms in under 2 weeks. LA has to decide, do they roll with internal options, hoping for surprises? Or do they cash in high-value chips to upgrade the roster at the most critical juncture? It's a classic win now versus build later decision, and with Jhoan on the table, nobody expected that to ever happen. But the new baseball timeline is not about months, it's about hours. Deals can appear overnight. With injuries mounting, and trades needed to protect championships, expect LA to make a move or watch closely as the spotlight shifts center stage. Now we want you to weigh in. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you trade Jhoan for Jhoan Durán? Is his short-term value worth jeopardizing future rotation depth? Or do you stick to the farm and let the bullpen remain as is? Smash that like button if you're hyped for one of the most dramatic trade deadlines in recent memory. Subscribe now because this story is far from over. As rumors heat up, we'll be bringing you every twist, every leak, and every mind-blowing move live as it breaks. Dodgers fans, strap in. We're heading into uncharted territory. The trade deadline may define the next 5 years. And it might start right here.